Hey, this is Sasha, and thanks for joining me here for another training video. And today I want to share with you some insights on how you can revive an old list or revive a dead list, maybe people you haven't contacted in a while. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably know and understand how important email marketing is. It's in fact more important than Facebook, social media, and Twitter, and all those forms, simply because it's a more private or personal connection, at least as far as mass marketing goes. Unless you're doing something like Skype or a video-based conferencing like webinars, email marketing is one of the best ways to keep in touch with your potential prospects or your customers. And if you don't have an email marketing company yet that you're using, take a look at some of the affiliate links I have below for some good companies like aweber or ConvertKit in the description of this video. Now, as far as reviving a list, whether you have a pen and paper list where you already wrote the names and email address on pen and paper, and you're trying to get those names into your newsletter company or email list company, and now it's been sitting around for a while, but you haven't contacted these people. How do you revive this list that's dead or old? Well, here's the simple solution to that, and it's sending them a catchy. Number one, of course, is the subject line. So when you have that subject line, you want to get them to first open up the email. For example, do something with an emotional trigger word in order to get them to open up the email. But the key point here is once they have an opening, okay, and they open the email, inside the body text, you want to just keep it simple. Normally in newsletters, you have some large emails that you're sending out. There's a lot of content, there's a lot of detail. But to revive an old list, that's not exactly what you're trying to do. Instead, what you may want to do is ask a simple question, such as, are you still interested in this, in a new roof if you're selling new roofs, or did you still want to book and then coaching session or a vegan diet planning session, whatever it is. So that's how you really revive it. Make it one line, make it very simple. They'll probably read it very quickly. And you're making it kind of informal to the point of where, hey, they can just quickly reply, yes, I'm still interested, but I'm going through a hardship because my family member is sick, or whatever the case is. It's a good way to get in touch and just slowly get that connection going. Because once you build that connection, just like in a relationship, when it comes to a dating relationship, initially the first step is to build that connection. You're building that connection. Whatever you can do in order to get someone to reply, to look at you, to get that acknowledgement, you're building that connection. Once that happens, you take it to the next level. Maybe you have a casual conversation. You start interacting a little bit more, and things just continue to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's what you're ultimately doing, is you're building that connection subtly by just doing a one-liner in the body text. Now, of course, you need to get them to open your email, and that comes along with doing a creative subject line. So when you're creating a creative subject line, make something emotional. Create an emotional trigger. It could be something where people are curious or have a question about something. For example, maybe how did they do that? And there's a lot of weird things in that subject line, but how did they, who is the they, do that, and what is it? So it makes them question what is it, and who are they, and what did they do? Emotional trigger words, it may be something of like, I failed. Could be something very simple, I failed, and then over here in the body text, I failed you. I didn't reach out in time. Are you still interested in booking a coaching session? So that's ultimately how you revive a dead list or a list that's been old, sitting around for a while. Maybe you haven't emailed them for a while, but you really go into the body and you go into the subject. The subject allows them to open into the body, but the body gets them to kind of start building that connection, because in the end, remember, you're looking to build that connection from one step to the next step to the third step, and that's what you're doing, is you're right there initially, right at the beginning, building that initial connection, because you've had that list for a while and it's been sitting there. So you need to revive it and start that process going. Get that motor going, rather than start sending them a large list with all this content. just something small and simple, one-liner, so that way later you could send them something more detailed and so on and so forth. So that's ultimately your goal and key to reviving an old or dead list. So thanks for joining me in this video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see some of the other courses, books, and training material that I have that are exclusive to my newsletter members, then click the button right over here and enter your name and email address when you get on that page. If you just want to continue watching some other free training videos on YouTube or this website, then click the thumbnail over here and you'll continue watching with me. In the end, remember, do what you love, contribute to others, but most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you next time.